Get it. Get it. Cloud Babies, Elevation Nation. Nicki Minaj today woke up and she won it. She won all the smokes, and I am with it. You know, people are saying that sometimes Nicki Minaj wake up with that and then want all the smokes. And today was one of them. As a Bob, as a Cloud Babies, as a fan of Nicki Minaj, I am here for it. So she started like this. She was like, "You ruined hip hop. You ruined football. You ruined basketball. You ruined touring. You ruined Instagram, Twitter. The jig is up. Cloud Babies, come on now. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it." She want all the smokes, and I'm here with it. And you know what? Her next album should be called The Jig Is Up. All this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, all right? I don't want the smoke. Even she said she don't want the smokes, all right? Oh, actually, she does. But, yo, check this out. Cloud Babies, Elevation Nation. I woke up today. Nicki Minaj want all the smokes with Jay, Rock Nation, Desiree. Look, what she's calling Desiree Deseret. I love this. This is brilliant. And I'm here for it. Look at this. She woke up today, was like, she want the smokes, and I am here entertained just like you guys are, all right? My girl is back, baby. I just wish she just like went and put the bars on some lyrics. I wish she just put all of that on some beats. We would have been golden. So now on Twitter, she just did this whole rant. You know what I mean? Apparently, she's claiming that Jay-Z owe her about 100 to 200 million so far. All right, I don't know why, but yeah, that's what's going on. So let's watch some videos. I quickly saw my guy right here was talking about her, and then was trying to break it down. So to be honest with you guys, man, I wasn't too sure exactly what was happening, but we're going to see what's happening. Okay, let's get just bear with me, guys. Just just bear with me because this is too good. I love the idea that Nicki is going after Jay. All right.
And so, while other rappers are crying about 20v1s, Nicki Minaj is telling the whole industry to put them up. Nicki is going insane right now. She's going insane right now, going berserk on everybody, specifically starting with Jay-Z, Rock Nation. We've been covering that, but she hit a whole new level yesterday while she was on the outstation head talking, all right? So Nicki Minaj usually goes on live streams with her vocals, audio on Station Head. That's where all the barbs go to hang out and chill out and talk all they shit. So randomly she tweeted this right here saying, "Hey Station Head, why do shows that I didn't save keep being saved? It's been happening for the last week or two pretty frequently. Are you looking for something?" So she says, "Chill, you must ain't bother calling them." Then she said this right here. "Today my Station Head cut off while I was saying to lead with love and peace. LOL, I didn't even realize why until now. Maybe it didn't fit someone's agenda. I don't know. Peace and love. Nah, boo boo." So hours later, we started to see this go viral right here. Nicki Minaj played records with her and Beyonce. You guys know, like I said, she's been calling out Jay-Z a lot. So people were wondering, wait, I thought we was beefing with them. What's going on? Nicki Minaj then says this right here.
Anytime I play some like music, it doesn't mean that I rock with the person or whatever. Like, I really want y'all to know this. I hate to have to say this. Oh well, Mrs. Pennies to the proud. Listen, I, Onika Tanya, Mariah Petty, I've done some amazing work in my time. I've changed the game and rearranged the game and, you know what I'm saying, body shamed the game and then game again, okay? So listen, sometimes Onika just want to hear Onika. You feel me? Like, I just might want to hear the Onika verse that was on a particular song. That don't mean I fuck with nobody. Y'all know who I fuck with, y'all know who I don't fucks with. Period and period.
She's such a troll, yo.
Because one thing about...
Also, guys, if we are covering this, we have to be careful, okay? Because Rock Nation is shutting all sorts of channels down, okay?
The barbs, they be so on point. Like what we doing? Like, are we rocking with... Or we ain't rocking with... And that's why I loves them. That's why I loves y'all. But so I just wanted to make that disclaimer. So everybody know from now till whenever, okay? Just because I play a song that I happen to be featured on, don't mean see a motherfucker in the street and kick them right in my motherfucking throat. And then do more. Okay?
Did she just say it's on site with Beyonce?
Yes, she did.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know, but
it's on site. It's on site. She ain't playing with you guys. The Bob is back, Cloud Babies. Nicki is back. I want all of that on wax. It would have been better. Put it on wax. Then, you know, we could just like break it down and stuff like that. So Jay-Z has to respond. Beyonce has to respond. Desiree has to respond. But apparently there's a lawsuit that's going on right now, Cloud Babies, right? Where Jay-Z has to answer to this this guy that's claiming that Jay-Z is the dad. So he's been trying to get a DNA test, and Jay-Z's been fucking dodging it for the past 15 years. So I guess that's what leads to it. And then plus the whole Desiree going fighting with her daughter, going to court and all this stuff. So a lot of stuff is happening. So when I woke up today and I saw this, I was just like, yo, let's go.
Interesting. All right, y'all let me know. But for sure, she putting the name on every single thing else out here, okay? So earlier today, she started tweeting Spotify charts looking scary. It was all good just a week ago, and that is aimed towards Cardi B. So Cardi responds saying, enjoy these looks and a day and ignore the board. Love y'all. Go to dinner, go shopping, go to the park, get off the internet. Enough. Shut the up. Tell Nicki to shut up. Okay, all right. Nicki continues while responding to this tweet from DJ Academic's page saying, oh no, what was that law again? Wahahaha. So this is in response to Megan Thee Stallion's motion to dismiss being denied for her lawsuit that was filed by her former cameraman, saying that, you know, she was having sex in the car. We went over that a little while ago. Crazy situation. They said she was having sex with a chick in the car in front of dude against his own will. So I wish sometimes you could just switch places with niggas. You don't want to be that nigga, well, put me there.
Wasn't there a lawsuit that was similar to Lizzo that was like that, where this photographer was saying that Lizzo was doing all sorts of wild stuff?
Put me there. But whatever. Nevertheless, I digress. Let me get back focused. On her Instagram, Nicki Minaj says, what was the name of that law again? Karma's Law? Referring to that Megan's Law bar that Megan Thee Stallion had on the song called Hiss, okay? He says, touch not my anointed. Vengeance is the Lord's law. We give God the glory, and he's only just begun. Have a blessed day if you can. LOL, the blogs, posting lives. Thank you. More money from me. We're working. Trust. So then she did this and set up a trap for the Shade Room, okay? This person says, I knew the Shade Room was gonna be quick. Strap y'all shoes on. She says, okay, well, let's see if they're quick about the next one. The Shade Room, would you like to be placed in a lawsuit for knowingly posting lies and using bots allegedly? Okay, well. She posts this saying, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know, to God be the glory. This is Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted Ramir's request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z to respond to Ramir's paternity lawsuit by July 18th. The Shade Room conveniently skipped over that post and went to this one instead. Interesting. Being a gay man doesn't give any woman...
Why are we all scared of Jay-Z, yo? Like, this whole Roc Nation debacle, like, everybody's... I mean, it's right. It's only right because Jay-Z's suing everybody, shutting down everything. Like, he really he's really the mob boss. He's still my top 5. He's still one of my favorite rappers of all time. But, like, you cannot do that, bro.
The right to sexually grind on you or have sex in front of you. I remember seeing someone grinding on their hairstylist and he seemed so uncomfortable. She's referring to Megan Thee Stallion. She says, we've calculated almost 100 to 200 mil so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You selling my top 5 though? Let's get it, nigga. And anyone still calling him Hov will answer to God for the blasphemy. She says, I'm gonna use some of the...
If it's true, I gotta debunk that real quick. I don't know if it's true or not. If Jay-Z owe her 100 to 200 million, there's no need to take it to Twitter. Take it to court. There's no need for all of this.
Money Jay-Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans via my Student of the Game charity. The pose, Desiree, that's Desiree. She says, if you get a message to post hate or lies on any platform today, I'd advise you to say no fees. Just today alone, we've added 5 blogs and content creators. I hope you got a lot of money saved up. Hope it's worth losing everything and concluding your account. So I'm pretty sure they talking about the Beyonce post. That's why I asked y'all, do y'all think she talking about Beyonce? I don't know. That's what people are alluding to. You ain't finna sue me because I don't know, but that's what people saying. That's allegedly, yeah. All right, so he says this didn't go the way they intended. Every time you try to get attention on me for your own financial gain, it'll go back on things you don't want. Oh, and there's a lot more. Trust is all fun and games until I want to play too. Kick or Twitch. So she's going to Kick or Twitch to hang out with the people because she feels like she's being shadow banned on Instagram station head. She's not. Nicki Minaj said this right here. What? Is this true? I'm learning so much about my rights, LOL, so you get to decide how long your deposition is. Ha ha ha. Isn't this the lady being accused by her daughter of being racist against?
So the deposition was supposed to be for 3 hours. That's what the judge wanted. And then Desiree was like, well, I'm a CEO. I'm too busy. Let's just bring it down to like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, I think the judge shut it down and was like, nah, bitch, you need to chill. We're going to do the 3 hours, all right? So I think that's where we at.
It's black people, Jay-Z. There was no black woman smart enough to be the CEO of your company. What happened to Chaka? You gonna go take a pic with Chaka now? LOL. Oh, Jigga Man, the jig is up. One thing I would love if Nicki Minaj put this shit in a song first.
Let's go. That's what I'm saying.
With the tweets, like, put it in the song first. Have people wonder like, what's going on? And then use the tweets to go ahead and reference the song so it makes the song have more weight. Because you're a rapper. All this tweeting when you could just rap. You talking about rappers?
That's it too.
Diss him. If she'd have came and said some shit about Spotify with Cardi B, name dropper. Said some shit about the lawsuit with Megan Thee Stallion, name dropper. Said the shit about Jay-Z with the son and everything, name drop him. It would have hit. It would have set the internet on fire. The song would have went crazy because you'd have been rapping. But you're tweeting everything right now, so I don't know if it's gonna hit the same, but whatever. It is what it is. Dear Jay-Z, and that's a rap. You ruined hip-hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined Instagram, you ruined Twitter. The jig is up. All of this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. She continues to say, Jay-Z, you let Desiree do a lot of evil to black people and you stay silent. We used to believe you. You went outside, nigga. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. There's a rat. Did you get that photo? 40 million. 55 and paying for bots. Oh, bot nation. All right, so those are allegations from her daughter and also that 40 million thing. That's when she was allegedly going through some tough times. There's a video out there that I would not share on my platform because Rock Nation is clapping pages. But she was talking to her daughter saying that around the pandemic time, Rock Nation could have went under, but she needed $40 million to get out of debt or to borrow some shit like that, but they made it out of it. So I don't know, but there was a video around talking about that time. Just to give y'all some context of that. Once again, I'm not playing that video because I value my channel. So she continues to say this right here. So let me get this straight. Y'all so-called black savior Jay-Z has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Interesting. So does that mean Desiree isn't a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hate all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? He's benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave the speech about brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time? Could it be that y'all have been hoodwinked? LOL. Woo-wee. That was so kind of President Trump. And that was so kind of President Obama to passionately go out and campaign. But what did Mr. Jigga Man do to help y'all win the election? He's above speaking out to help his party? Or was it not his party? Is it just about who can benefit him and Desiree at the time? Oh, black people, it looks like the Jigga Man and Desiree played y'all once again. LMFAO, the jig is up. If she would have just called the song The Jig Is Up, this shit would have been hard.
Yup.
Put this shit on wax, Nicki. That'd be my gripe when rappers come and just type.
Me too.
Yeah, that's some bars right there. I should put that on wax. Whatever though. Put this shit on wax. Put this shit on wax and people will be like, damn, she killed Jay-Z. But this right here is like, you're not a journalist. This ain't goddamn XXL, Rolling Stone. Put this shit on wax because if you did, this would be some dope bars to talk about. If you put that shit on some rhymes, dress that shit up with some literary terms and shit. Nicki, you could have had something. You could have had a classic one. But what's gonna happen is she may just throw some little shots later on in the music or whatever, just little shots. But this could have been a bomb. Put all this shit in the bars. For the barbs. And for hip hop. This was the issue when it came to the song that she had with Bigfoot.
Yo, with all of that, right? You guys could hit the comment and let me know. I want to hear you guys what's your perspective on this, right? If Nicki is talking reckless, you think Jay-Z is going to sue her? And if Jay-Z do sue her, how is Jay and Rock Nation is going to look, right? And do you believe that Rock Nation owe her $100 to $200 million? I mean, I don't understand how, but that's what she's saying. I don't know the story behind that. So let's see what the hell Flacco is talking about.
Jay-Z and Desiree Perez just woke up to the worst possible news ever. Both Jay-Z and Desiree Perez are currently involved in lawsuits with their children and or alleged children of theirs that's literally going to define their legacy. It's gonna make or break their careers. The allegations in these lawsuits are so insane and crazy that depending on the results, these people could be finished, done, cooked. Jay-Z on one hand is being accused of fathering a child called Ramir with a year-old when he was in his 20s, and he's been dodging and ducking and avoiding.
Allegedly, Jay-Z is known for that. Hey, known for messing with young chicks. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly before they trying to shut my whole shit down. Foxy Brown, right? Aaliyah, Beyonce, all of them were young when Jay was allegedly dating them, right? So now when I heard about this case, I was like, what, 15 years ago, 10 years ago? I thought it was just a joke. But if that's not your kid, just take the test, just to prove it. Like, yo, why you keep on dodging it? If you dodge it, I mean, I'm starting to ask questions like, yo, maybe that is your kid. Maybe you are tripping. You don't want nobody to know.
The DNA test with Ramir like the plague for almost 5 years now. Taking this DNA test has literally been Jay-Z's worst nightmare. He's been avoiding it and ducking it, which is why the update that took place in court today is gonna have Jay-Z up at night for a very long time. Desiree Perez, on the other hand, is being
Make sure you hit subscribe and like and all this yada yada yada. You heard?
Accused of being the CEO of Rock Nation, who deals and signs nothing but black artists. She's been accused of calling her daughter's husband the hard ER. To a lot of y'all, that's nothing. But to be the CEO of a label that deals with nothing but black artists, you're in for a world of trouble if that's proven in court that you did it. She's also being accused of weaponizing the police department to get the daughter's husband locked up multiple times because he's black and she don't like black folks, according to the daughter. She also utilized her connections to get the daughter institutionalized into a mental health hospital, even though she's never been mentally ill. And, you know, she put trackers on the daughter. She put spies to follow the daughter, hired a private investigator, bought a house across the street from the daughter to watch and stalk the daughter. So these are the...
If she's doing that to her own daughter, yo, imagine what she's doing to, like, her ops. Imagine what Tori's going through. Imagine.
Accusations that she's currently enduring. Just like how Jay-Z been avoiding that DNA test like the plague, Desiree Perez has been avoiding deposition like the plague. She's been filing motion after motion after motion, telling the judge, yo, I'm a CEO, I'm very busy, I can't be deposed. This is very damaging to my public career. She also got a gag order on her daughter so the daughter can't speak publicly. So Desiree Perez, for some reason, is terrified, scared, having nightmares about being deposed and having that deposition leaked to the public. And she's been trying to hold it off for a while. Well, today, Desiree Perez and Jay-Z both woke up to court orders that are now going to require that they have to face their worst nightmares. But before they could even worry about the court orders that are going to force them to face their worst nightmares, their PR team alerted them that they had an even bigger problem on their hands. They had a Nicki Minaj problem. See, Nicki Minaj woke up today with the objective in mind to expose Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, and Rock Nation. And that took place all on Twitter in front of everybody to see. Her tweets gained over 100 million impressions as she really aired out the things that Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, and Jay-Z don't want out. Nicki Minaj further magnifies something that Jay-Z don't really want to bring attention to, which is the fact that a judge has granted Ramir, this alleged son of Jay-Z, the request to move forward with his case. And the judge has demanded that Jay-Z responds to Ramir paternity lawsuit by July 18th.
I was 7. My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now. And she been saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z. And I really didn't know who that was because I was young. And, you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but this was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. She continued to tell me that over the years and over the years and over the years, even till I was grown. He never tried to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, 'cause I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life. And
Jay-Z has been avoiding this DNA test like the plague because Jay-Z is writing off Ramir and his family as cloud chasers and as liars, and they're people who are wasting his time. Now, for me specifically, my opinion on this changed once I seen a document from 2011 where they were trying to petition Jay-Z for a DNA test in 2011. These people were so serious or so confident that Jay-Z was the father of Ramir that they had to take away parental rights from the stepdad, like de-establish paternity, in order for them to go after Jay-Z, and they did it. Because at the time, I believe the stepfather was stepping in, took like parental rights, took guardianship of the son. So because of that, the court is saying, yo, he already has a father. There's no legal avenue here for us to demand that Jay-Z step up. They took away those rights from the stepdad, Robert Graves, to make sure that Jay-Z can get served or they can go after Jay-Z. That's how serious these people are, bruh. Jay-Z's former artist, Oshino, he actually spoke to Ramir, and he actually received more information on this that have convinced Oshino that Jay-Z is the father.
Did you see, I think the girl like Tasha K, she got a joint Jay-Z son on there?
Oh, his alleged son?
No. If you talk to him personally, that's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. You know what I think his son? First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt, this is like his caretaker didn't like approve of it. She said, no, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of shit that was going on. Yeah, the lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough though. He just want a dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. I mean, that's why. So I told him when he called me 2 years ago. I said, listen, I don't want to be the one to tell your story because they're gonna think I'm trying to catch rep off of it. So let me let you tell your story somewhere else first. I mean, then I could talk about it. But he called me like 2 years ago, telling me like, I said, oh, Young Boy. He's like, I just want a dad. I don't want no money. I'm already 18. I think he was like 20 something at the time. But something happened to him, and I was like, yo, that sounds kind of weird. He said he was coming out from work, going to work, and there was a gun in his car. Like when he opened the door, he seen the gun. He said he went to go call his man, like, yo, did you leave a gun in my car? His man's like, no. He said, why you on the phone talking to his man? The cops pull up and lock him up. He said, he told the cops, no, that's not my gun. He's like, so he went in the building he was in, and they seen that somebody pulled up and put the guns in his car.
Oh.
And pulled off. I said, bro, I don't know nobody in the hood that got guns to just waste like that to do that. I don't know. He's like, yeah, so like Jay-Z had a gag order against him, like trying to get a gag order and try to. If my thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over with.
Yeah.
The fact that you think adoption and whatever, to me, I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably.
Oh.
I haven't seen the lien, the paperwork, or nothing in regards to Jay-Z offering a settlement to this kid. But if this is true, if this kid has paperwork, has proof that Jay-Z is offering a settlement, offering money to this kid to just go away so he don't have to establish paternity. If that's the case, you now ask yourself, why? Well, the answer is obvious. Why? These two dudes are the answer. These two. Jay-Z have watched what happened with Diddy and watched what happened with R. Kelly. He watched the snowball effect. He watched once one thing comes out, that then leaves room for all your other skeletons to come out. And once everything starts snowballing, you can't stop it. And now the feds involved trying to get you in for something. So there's always been rumors surrounding Jay-Z with Foxy Brown that she wasn't of age. With Beyonce, she was allegedly not of age. So Jay-Z understands what's at stake here. The minute it got proven that Jay-Z is the father of Ramir and that this woman was not of age, and Jay-Z was a fully grown man, once that gets outed, the snowball effect. every one of Jay-Z's skeleton is gonna come out. It's gonna be really bad. This is not like a thing that's exclusive to only Jay-Z. Bro, celebrities get called in all the time for DNA tests. I think it was like Drake or Yellow Beezy who rapped about it. Bro, Yellow Beezy said, man, listen, bro, I probably take at least like one a year. Drake has rapped about, bro, I have to do DNA tests for women I ain't never slept with. So this is just a thing. As a celebrity, you have to deal with this. So for one man to be avoiding one DNA test for what would appear to be 15 years is kind of sketchy. I don't have enough information to say that Jay-Z is involved here. But now a judge has forced Jay-Z to engage with the lawsuit, to respond to the lawsuit. And now when the lawsuit progresses, a tell-all sign for me would be if Jay-Z chooses to fight this lawsuit for a year instead of just giving his DNA sample to squash it. If Jay-Z chooses that route, that's everything I need to know.
Yeah, that's a
As for
15-minute
Desiree
test,
Perez, Nicki Minaj reposted a headline that confirmed that she's been called for a deposition in this Megan Thee Stallion case. So this hairstylist, cameraman revealed that Megan Thee Stallion did some horrible things to him. We'll do a full dive on this lawsuit in the future, but this lawsuit is terrible. Like, this dude alleged that Megan Thee Stallion was sleeping or having sex with dudes in front of him, like assaulting him, all type of stuff. So Desiree Perez has been called for deposition for this. Now, Desiree Perez, for some reason, is terrified of deposition. She's terrified of deposition in the lawsuit with her daughter. She's terrified of deposition in this lawsuit because in deposition, they're going to ask you some things. They're going to really ask you some things that are going to reveal a lot of the answers that we've been looking for. So,
Yeah, in deposition, they ask you all sorts of wild stuff. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Trump deposition when he was facing the lawsuit in New York. Guys, if you guys have time, Google it, YouTube it. It is crazy the questions they were asking Trump. That was when he was facing Eugene Carroll. I believe it happened like around when was that? That was his deposition, I believe, was somewhere like around September last year or before that. But yeah, it was crazy. It was asking them all sorts of stuff. So yeah, they're allowed to ask you all sorts of craziness. And you can't lie either.
Headline reads,
unless if you play the fifth and plead the fifth.
Granted a single deposition of Desiree Perez, but it is limited to 3 hours within the next 2 weeks. RN, which is a nickname for Desiree Perez, Desiree Perez is checking her calendar, but says she should be available, but will let the court know if she can't make it. Desiree does not agree with the time frame and feel it's excessive and says she is a CEO with a busy schedule and want the deposition to be 2 hours.
That's straight privilege, yo. How you gonna tell the judge, like, nah, after 3 hours, yo, I just need 2. That's it.
Said her involvement was minimal and the 3 hours is not appropriate. The judge said he didn't have enough information, so that request is denied. He, however, asked Emilio's counsel to conduct the deposition in a good manner and not harass Desiree Perez. Imagine the first question being at that deposition, hey, did you cooperate against the cartel? Imagine having the camera in her face and forcing her to say, yes, I cooperated against the cartel. You wore a wire, right? Yes, I wore a wire. And then get into the other questions regarding, Damari Hadley and other things. Nicki will also post to Instagram, wow, Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez is allegedly abusive. Her daughter Damari claims her mother held her against her will and was punching her. This is so sad. This not the actions of a concerned mother. Hashtag justice for them. Hashtag justice for the Hadleys. She wouldn't be done with Jay-Z. She would then go back to Jay-Z and she would write, so let me get this straight. Your so-called black savior Jay-Z has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Interesting. So does that mean Desiree, get it? Desiree Rat, because she told on the cartel, allegedly, isn't a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hate all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? No, he didn't. He benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave the speech about brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at the time? Could it be that y'all have all been hoodwinked? LOL. Whoo-wee. That was so kind of President Trump, and that was so kind of President Obama to passionately go out and campaign. But what did Mr. Jigga Man do to help y'all win the election? He's above speaking out to help his party, or was it not his party? Is it just who can benefit him and Deseret at the time? Oh, black people, it looks like the Jigga Man and Deseret played y'all once again. Laugh my A off. The jig is up. I think even Trump supporters got to sit back and think, she does make a good point. When it's time for Jay-Z to rally black folks, to rally behind whatever black for-profit business he has at the time, he goes against Republicans, he goes against Trump. It's always black power, black this. But then as soon as Jay-Z got that NFL partnership, as soon as Jay-Z got the gig for the NFL, oh, by the way, Jay-Z was who told everyone to boycott the NFL. When somebody else allegedly got the offer to be, in charge of the halftime show, Jay-Z told that person allegedly, do not take the job. We boycott it. Just for Jay-Z to backstab that person and take the same job. Right? But as soon as Jay-Z took that job, I haven't heard Jay-Z speak about Republicans or Trump since. It feels like Jay-Z is playing the long game, which you gotta respect. You can't hate on it, but she's right for calling it out. It feels like hypocrisy. It feels like a pimping of black pain. You utilize black folks to rally behind you when it's convenient, but when it's time for you to speak up, you don't. And regardless of if you are a Trump supporter or not, you do have to call out the hypocrisy. It's kind of like I tell y'all, hey, bruh, hey, yo, fruit snacks is bad. Fruit snacks is bad. Fruit snacks is bad. And then y'all look up and y'all see me getting paid from fruit snacks, and now all of a sudden fruit snacks is great. Y'all will look at me as a sellout. Nicki Minaj also continued, and Nicki would accuse both Desiree and Jay-Z, and she would say, you've done so much evil to black people. Now you've turned your back on your own as well, it seems. Don't you guys over there keep black artists fighting?
See, I didn't even know Desiree was Mexican. Desiree, were you marching with your fellow Mexican immigrants? Oh, right. You were pardoned by President Trump. Oh, shit. Yo, Nicki had the time today. I'm telling you. Some people say when Nicki wake up with that, you know what I mean, with that Pepsi, she's ready to drop it all. And I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan. I think she's the GOAT. I think she's better than 89% of the rappers out there right now. Like right now. Like she got bars all day. And I fuck with the Bobs. And I'm with Nicki Minaj 100%. And I'm still a Jay-Z fan. That's top 5. Like Jay-Z is definitely one of my favorite rappers.
And while you sit back and benefit from both parties. To be fair, that's not exclusive to Jay-Z. Nicki Minaj is part of Republic, that's UMG, and UMG do it the best, all right? I lie Drake and Kendrick. So if you call it out Rock Nation, call out UMG too. But it continues, okay? So she says, if I had gotten a pardon from President Trump, imagine the uproar. Yet the Rock Nation CEO does it, and yup, you guessed it, silence. Black people, until you speak on this, you can never, ever, ever wonder how Desiree Rat thanked President Trump for that kind gesture. All right, LOL got a Hispanic woman allegedly calling her son-in-law a hard ER under the protection of y'all so-called black savior while y'all sat around making them rich. When y'all needed them most, they were silent though, huh? Chin up. She's making a good point. Now, it's all allegations so far. We don't know if she did indeed say the hard ER, but the daughter is just acting like she's asking for injunctive relief, which is, hey, yo, can y'all tell her to leave me alone? Can y'all tell her to stop bothering me? Can y'all tell her to stop harassing me?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like the daughter, Desiree Perez's daughter, allegedly is not really asking for money or suing like that. All she's really asking for is just for the court to like, kind of like, I guess, put a gag order on her. Oh, shoot, what do they call it? Restraining order, like where Desiree could just leave her alone, her and the husband.
If that's what you're looking for in this lawsuit, then I don't necessarily think you have a reason to lie. Because if all you're asking is, hey, me and my husband was living a good life, we're living a life, but because my mom don't like my husband, she's using the power she has to harass me and my husband. Can y'all get her to stop? If that's essentially what she's asking for, then, bruh, I have to kind of lean towards maybe she's telling the truth. And I think Jay-Z kind of need to take this seriously, right? If I'm Jay-Z, hey, bruh, You go on administrative leave, you go on suspension until we figure out what's going on.
Jay can't do that.
But there's rumors that Jay-Z don't even have that power because Desiree Perez owns a large portion of Roc Nation. Like, Desiree Perez is a co-founder of Roc Nation. So Jay-Z can't even like kick her out even if he wants to. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
Yo, is that far-fetched? Is that crazy, Cloud Babies? Hit me up. Hit the comment, yo. So now I was watching the other day how what's the name? DJ Academics. Let me just pull that up. DJ Academics was talking about how he got like set up by Roc Nation and they just give him a copyright claim after they sent him some stuff to review and online. So hold on a second. Let me see. There it is, right there. I'll share it with you guys real quick. Where is it? Where the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Just give me 1 second. Big Act. There you go. Kaboom. Watch this.
It's about to happen. I don't think it will happen, but I want to be very, very clear. A few things have happened over this last weekend, and I'm like, hold on now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Roc Nation. As I said, I told you about all their tactics. I told you I don't want to talk about them. I told you y'all favorite podcasters and other people, they either get money from them, love them, or just ignore the fuck out of them. And that they specifically target people who, exactly. So I want to be honest with you. Some weird shit happened over this weekend. I work with Meta. They're a partner of ours. You know, we're a media company. We do a lot of things. I work with Meta, Facebook, Instagram, right? And we have a good relationship with them. So usually when things come down the pipeline, they'll give us an early warning. And they came to me this weekend, and you know, corporate people don't really work weekends, but they came to me and they said, we have a lot of filings against you for Roc Nation. I'm giving it all the way up. This is why I keep telling all y'all niggas, Tory, take your time in jail. The rest of y'all niggas who Roc Nation,
Tory, take your time in jail.
Take your loss and go. My Meta rep comes to me and says, Roc Nation done filed a shit ton of shit against you. And we're going to give you the courtesy. I'm not going to give you all the detail because they gave me a huge break. It says, we want you can remediate this before action is taken. They gave me really heads up. And I'm like, okay. And they sent me a whole bunch of stuff that had to do with my Facebook business pages on my business page over there, Academics TV, and also the personal page over there. And for even both pages on Instagram. Now I'm gonna tell you why this is confusing. And I want to be very honest. And this is why I keep telling y'all, Roc Nation ain't for us, brother. So this is the notice. So other than speaking with my rep, they did send me a notice. But I like to be really transparent with motherfuckers, right? So this is the notice right here. They removed some content from Instagram. You see it. It says Roc Nation, right? This was the Pusha T post. They're saying that this Kendrick verse got cut from Pusha T's album. Now it's on the Clips project. Whatever, right? So the Clips, yo, chat, didn't I tell y'all that everything from Pusha T I've been getting from a PR person working Pusha T shit? I'm not finding it. I'm not illegally using it. They're sending shit to me. Yo, this is Pusha T's rollout. We want to do A, B, C, and D. Yo, it would be big if you posted the Kendrick verse. That's why when I told you what's the dude name? Chike or whatever his name is. I said, bro, the PR sent it to me. Their PR is sending it to me. I posted it. Clearly, this is what happened, chat. I go on stream and I tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm like, yeah, Roc Nation. Yo, this is not this is a rollout. They're clearly upset with not only what I've said at Roc Nation, but also I'm going to pull the veil down and tell you this ain't some random shit. Pusha T and Roc Nation's doing the rollout of a lifetime. The same content they sent me, they struck. So I even talked to my Meta people. I said, this content was sent to me by them. Now, not Rock Nation directly, but someone who's working, it's a third party that's working, they're working PR for the Clips, who is on Rock Nation. They send me to put on my Instagram, and because they don't like what I said, they fucking IP claimed it. Come on now, chat. Come on.
That's fucked.
Come on now, chat. Come on. I keep telling y'all about Rock Nation. And again, I really want no smoke with them, but I don't know who to really. And I think it's also the Desiree Perez thing. We covered her daughter saying some things about her, and she doesn't like that either. Now, I'm gonna give because I understand how conglomerates work in this. I'm gonna offer an olive branch, and the only reason I'm bringing this public is because I used to have a relationship with certain people that worked at Rock Nation, no one high up, and after a while, it ceased. And I remember one of the last things also being the Meek stuff. Like, I think Meek barked on them because they used to do promo through me, and they paid me like 20 grand out of Meek's budget. And I was laughing. I was like, yo, I thought Meek hated me. Paid me 20 grand. I don't care. Anyway, so I think when I said that, they stopped fucking with me. They did. So I cut off my nose to spite my face, 100%. Which I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, brother, you know what I mean? You're not going to talk this big shit to me and me not say the truth to the people. You can't be saying all this shit when you're paying me. Like, you pay me too, my nigga. Or I get paid out of your budget. Now, granted, Meek didn't really probably, that's when Dream Chaser Records was over there. Meek probably didn't approve it, like artists don't approve shit like that. But they thought it was cool. And Meek probably was like, what? He probably barked to them and they stopped. We haven't talked since then. All good. I'm now again at the point to try to engage with Rock Nation in maybe in a civil discussion, because I feel like they believe I'm one of the entities. Like Milagros, they just sued her. They got her out of the way. If you're not with their program, they sue you or shut you down. And I think what they're doing with me, they're doing a lot of posturing. It's not full-on war, posturing. Because truth be told, well, Met already helped me with this, but I'm going to go back through the back channels of how I got the video and say, hey, listen, why does your client submit a copyright claim for something that you gave me? Like, I have it in text. You gave this to me. So this will be cleared up, but the mere fact of submitting this is posturing. It's kind of almost trying to, it's kind of like trying to keep you in check, and I don't like that type of shit. So we're going to have to come to some type of cohesion where I don't know who I need to talk to over there, whether it's Desiree or whoever the hell else.
Too late.
One thing I won't compromise on is my voice being stifled or being quieted, or you can't control my opinion about anything having to do with Rock Nation or anything else. And I'm not here to try to make y'all look bad or whatever the case. I'm not trying to be slanderous, but I want to be truthful to what I know and I believe is truthful. But I think me and them were kind of getting close, because I'm telling you, this weekend they hit me. Meta hit me, and they said, what's going on? Rock Nation has filed several claims against you, and it's not only through Instagram, it's on Facebook as well. So if anyone over there at Rock Nation hears this and y'all could clip it, I would love to engage y'all in a civil conversation, unless y'all don't want to do civil, and that's okay as well. That's okay as well.
Okay, shit.
I'm going to take this to mean that this was a
warning.
This is one of them shots that work with somebody else. But, thankfully, as much as I'm not liked in hip hop, I do have some decent relationships with some of these platforms. All right. Anyway, we'll continue from there.
Man, that's just crazy. What do you guys think? Do you believe that Jay-Z's behind this whole thing, this Rock Nation is behind the whole thing, or is it all Desiree Perez and Jay have nothing to do with it? Jay's just like acting like, I don't know what's happening, because you know how Jay played. Jay's gonna be like, oh yeah, I wasn't there. Hit you with that Shaggy move. But anyway, Cloud Babies, Elevation Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. You know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. And I woke up today. I was excited. Seeing Nicki Minaj talking her shit. I love when Nicki Minaj talk her shit. But however, I want Nicki to talk her shit on the beat. All right? I want Nicki to say all of that on a beat. I don't want to hear her on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, none of that. All right? Shout out to the bar.